Hello. Welcome back to Locke's Thoughts. I'm Locke. These will be my thoughts. Mostly about my TBR, which has gotten away from me. I realized in 2025, I owned too many books that I've yet to read. And so, as the year has come to an end the last month, I've put together a list as I try to tackle it. Now, last year, I planned on making a video in January about my Dragonsteel readathon, where I read all the books I got at Dragonsteel last year. I got 3 books in, and let me tell you, the first 2 weren't great, and so I really didn't want to keep going, so I didn't. But I created a spreadsheet for it where I did the math. Total page count for that was 3,751. At the time, I noted it was about 2 Wind and Truths. And then I needed to read an average pages of 121 pages a day in order to complete that in a month's time. Now, this I will not be attempting to do in a month's time because I have 110 entries on this list. Nope, 109 with the way this table works. 109 entries on this list. I have read 2 of them, so I'm down to 107 entries on this list. Now, most of it is sci-fi and fantasy. That's my bread and butter. Some of it's manga. Got to finish up Berserk. Got to read Vagabond. Got some Vinland Saga in there. I got some light novels, so those will be relatively easy. We got Bakemonogatari. We got some Mushoku Tensei. We'll see how those go. I also have a decent amount of other books as well. I've already started keeping track of my page count. I have a nice pie graph of my percentage of total pages read. I basically copied this guy and then made a new one, which looks a little bit better. So, if we scroll down to the bottom here, I have to read 51,356 pages. That is a lot of pages. That's almost over 10 times what I had to read in January of last year. If I were to keep the same pace, this would take me 10 months. But we'll see. We're gonna do the goal of this project is to do a reading vlog once a week. Post some stories, post some snippets, post some thoughts as I'm reading on my Instagram as I go, and then post weekly updates to the YouTube channel. That's the plan here, folks. So as of right now, I have read a total of 972 pages on my to-be-read list, totaling up to, I had to add some books that I got for Christmas because I can't buy books. That doesn't mean that other people can't buy me books. And so I had my sister get me the sequel series to Percy Jackson, The Heroes of Olympus, because I'm a child inside. Anyway. So I was at like an even 2%, and then I added all those books, which they're all like 500 some odd pages, and that bumped me down to 1.89% complete. I have 98.11% remaining on this tracker, so hopefully in a week's time this looks a lot better. But let's go over what I'm planning on reading first. So as of right now, my plan is to read a real book and then read a light novel in between. So my plan is to go real book, Mushoku Tensei, real book, Mushoku Tensei, until I'm done with all the Mushoku Tensei I own. And boy, do I hope I like that series. I liked the anime. I bought the light novels as I found them because they were kind of hard to find back then. And then I've grown as a person. So we'll see if I still like Mushoku Tensei. And then, so real book, Mushoku Tensei, real book, light novel, real book, manga, something like that. So the plan is to start with the War Art Saga by Wesley Chu. So that'll get me through the Art of Prophecy, the Art of Destiny, and the Art of Legends. And then from there, that'll get me through 3 Mushoku Tensei books. Then The Doll Makers by Lynn Buchanan. And then from there, we'll see what happens. I doubt I'll read all of that in a week, so we'll formulate a plan as we go. See what happens.